This is the Post Shift Podcast, a raw look at the hospitality industry.
What's happening, Post Shifters, and welcome to another episode of the Post Shift Podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Shawn Soole. This week, we're going a little bit on the ghetto side on this one because, to be honest, I'm at the 11th hour packing for a trip tomorrow with the family. And today's been a super busy day, super successful day, super happy with how everything's going. My partner and I, Keegan Coates, we're launching Coalition Craft, which is a craft spirit distribution company in the next week or two. So we had a couple of early deliveries that we had to deal with today. Man, today was great. It's a fantastic, I got some fantastic news about going to Cognac in May to do my Cognac Educator Program certification, which is huge. I've been trying to get onto that for a couple of years now. So it sort of leans into a little bit of what I'm going to be talking about today. And I want to talk about this today because yesterday we had a very special meeting in Victoria here about creating a Victoria chapter of Mind the Bar. Mind the Bar is a mental health hospitality organization or hospitality mental health organization based out of Vancouver. They're doing some amazing things. I'm going to put the link to memberships in the bio for the podcast so that you can go and get a membership. If you're in BC here, please go and do it. Now, if you listen to any of my podcasts, you know that I've been very transparent and very open about my mental health issues in the past, my anxiety, my depression, and so on and so forth. And so I'm a big proponent for this organization, and the reason why I was really at the meeting yesterday is because I really want to bring this organization to Victoria and to Vancouver Island to help hospitality people here on the island, because I know that a lot of us, back of house, front of house, coffee shops, bartenders, servers, chefs, everybody, they're really dealing with mental health issues. And 9 times out of 10, it goes completely and utterly unchecked by owners and by managers and by yourself. And so mental health is important in this industry. I think it goes top down and bottom up. Being happy in this industry, I chatted to someone today about it, is really a self-inner thing. Now, if you're not happy in your job, you can change. Hospitality, that's the wonderful thing with hospitality. You don't need to stay in a venue. And if the venue's not making you happy, there's no reason for you to stay there. You can get another job. And I think chasing happiness, a lot of bartenders, speaking on the bartender side of things, get caught up in the mentality of being a top bartender and having to do these junket trips and these competitions, and it's so much stress. And at the end of it, they're still not happy. And a lot of young bartenders go through this right now, and I've talked to a ton of bartenders about this. And so this organization, what is great about them is if you sign up for Mind the Bar, you automatically get signed up for LifeWorks. And LifeWorks is an online platform where you can talk to people directly, direct professionals who have been vetted and specific to the problem that you're having right now, whether it be substance misuse, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and suicidalness. You answer a few quick questions, and then you get pushed straight through to someone who is there to help. And it's completely covered by Mind the Bar as a membership, and the membership is all free. So the fundraising that Mind the Bar does in the province pays for these sort of things. And so a lot of people are scared to talk to other industry people because it still has a heavily taboo thing. I think it's changing very progressively over the last couple of years, especially with great people like Anthony Bourdain passing away last year. So you're starting to see an openness to the mental health issues and talking about this more and more so, but there is still a very big stigma and a very big black mark against these sort of things, like working 18 hours is normal, and only having 4 hours sleep and drinking yourself till you pass out at the end of shift is completely normal, part of the industry. It's part of the phase and part of everything. So these things are very difficult. The reason why we wanted to bring the organization here to Vancouver Island, it means that Vancouver Island industry is looking after Vancouver Island industry. And that's not saying that the Vancouver chapter can't do that. It's just that I think from an older mentor position here on the island, it is much better to talk to someone who you know and you have a relationship with over talking to someone via email in Vancouver. So I'm really looking forward to bringing Mind the Bar. Please follow the link in the thing. Now, if anybody who has mental health issues that listen to my podcast, you know that I'm very transparent about this. if you want to slide into my DM, drop me a message, anything I can help with, I am happy to listen to any issues you have and help you, guide you through these. I'm honestly on medication every night so that I can get over my social anxiety. But please, I'm going to give you the link. Please sign up for Mind the Bar. It's free. You get LifeWorks included. It's going to be a huge help for a lot of people. I don't think enough people know about this yet, and I think still a lot of people are still scared of admitting this to themselves. But do it. I did it. It's great. So I'm going to have some R&R in Vegas tomorrow, or when you're listening to this afternoon. I've got a few podcasts lined up, some really, really good ones. Actually, Francesca LaFerruni from Mr. Coco. I've got Andrew Pollard from The Win. I have Tobin Ellis from Bar Magic and all the cool stuff with if you work at Fairmont Empress, you pretty much work on one of his systems. So please look after yourself, folks. Have a good week. I'm not even sure what the podcast is this week because I haven't really looked. I've been so crazy and insanely busy. But again, if you need any help, reach out. I'm always here. Slide into my DMs and I'll do my very best to help you out. But have a good week, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Post Shifters. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you're listening, whatever platform you're on, give me a good rating, subscribe, listen along. I'm going to keep going. I really enjoy sitting down with people and learning where they're from, what they did, and how they got to where they were. So if you love it, give me a good 5 stars. If you don't, give me 1 and I'll try harder.